throne's on fire. Down in a palace where cool men meet, big old lords with dusty feet. West say rise, east say wait, but the throne be shaking at the gate. They chatting quiet, smile so wide, but keeping knives just by the side. Them say, but no blood, just clever plan. But someone always ruins the jam. Kings and queens, them rule from high, but noble ones talk low and sly. In the shade of royal gold, the stories change, the truth gets old. Shadow walks and secrets run under moon or blazing sun. They say a new king soon gon' reign while the old one rides a train. Yeah, man, the throne's on fire.
Hello, welcome.
Down in a palace
Good
where
evening.
cool men meet, big old lords with dusty
Yeah, you were first.
West say rise, east say wait, but the throne be shaking at the gate. They chatting
Just
quiet,
having
smile so
added
wide,
music
but
for the first
keeping
part
knives just by the
while we're just
side.
waiting.
Say,
I have
"No blood,
made
just clever plan."
music for that
Someone
just for fun.
always ruins the jam. Kings and queens, them rule from high, but noble ones
Yeah.
talk low and sly. In the shade of
I needed to find a way to have two screens again, so now I'm sitting on my couch
secrets run. On the moon
and using my
or blazing
TV as the
sun, they
second
say,
screen.
a new king soon gon' reign while the old
Yeah.
one rides a train.
Until I get the second computer screen, I will be using the couch. Yeah, at least I'm comfortable.
Shadow walks
So, of course, we want probably a little bit of military. Thinking,
gon' reign while the old one rides a train.
yes, he can keep the ships. And then, of course, we should have the fanatics. How to balance this out. Let us. Yeah. Partitions. We can do the hounds, but hounds are always so evil. Yeah, misunderstood. So let's see if the cows can be nice this time round.
Down in a palace where cool men meet, big old lords with dusty feet. West
How do you enjoy the music from the stream though?
but the throne is shaking at the gate.
Yeah. No. Right now you are. I have disabled Discord sounds until I actually start.
Cool men meet, big old lords with dusty feet. West say rise, east say wait, but the throne be shaking
Welcome,
at the
Owen.
gate. They chatting quiet, smile so wide, but keeping knives just by the side. Them say no blood, just clever plan, but someone always ruins the jam. Kings and queens, them rule from high, but noble ones talk low and sly. In the
I will
change, the truth gets old.
just fixing it
Shadow
up.
walks and secrets run. On the moon or blazing
I have not used the TV screen for to use as a screen for such a long time. So keep with me.
Shadow walks and secrets run.
And back to OBS so I can fix that too.
They say a new king soon gon' reign while the old one rides a train.
I can probably add back my... Yeah, you can still hear me talking. though. That is good. Until we.
Down in a palace where cool men meet, big old lords with dusty feet.
No, I have made different songs, so there are different kinds of songs.
Be shaking at the gate. They chatting quiet, smile so wide, but keeping knives just by the side. Them say no blood, just clever plan. But someone
And the nice thing about this, nothing is copyrighted. Ah, the classical Owen zombies in the counts.
the stories change, the truth gets old. Shadow walks and secrets
Of course, probably.
on the moon or blazing sun.
Bard rock. And this has both Norwegian and English. Wait. Ah, yeah. Identity crisis. Welcome, Ganahan. Well, let's hope we have more players in the counts then. Otherwise, they will be severely outnumbered. Oh yeah, I should probably. I will. Incredibles. I do not speak French.
Sir, I swear my blade is thine, until thy back is turned. Then mine. No
Ganaham, also, I'm gonna post a Discord link, so you can come in and join us in voicing the characters if you want to. Copy. I'm gonna do this, go to OBS. I'm gonna Oh. Welcome, Ganon. Okay, come on. Blaze. And since we are all here now, apparently, we are enough people to actually start. There you go. Now,
you might want to check the factions before you see that.
we are 1, 2, and 3. We are more than enough, aren't we?
Yeah, but you didn't see when I changed over to the grandees.
These, yeah. So that's why I said you might want to check the factions, because otherwise we have a 0, a 1, and a 2 in the factions list.
Yeah, you can't start the game with a 0 and 1 faction.
Well, you all are in Thieves, Counts, and South.
Yeah, now.
Yeah, now. Yeah.
Now you can start.
I know I can start, yes. I'm just trying to just
Getting used to the TV.
yes, and trying to just like gonna just give Fred here, so because I'm gonna need somebody who can just ban bots.
Ah.
So I'm gonna give Fred here some moderation power.
Oh no!
Yes,
I am trusted with a sword. That's the worst decision of your life.
Well, I do hope you that won't regret
Well, I
it.
think an axe would fit more in your situation.
Yeah, true.
Is it now I should go find my katana just to have whenever you guys threaten me?
And just to say, Fred should probably be his normal title, not the second anymore.
Yeah, I'm fixing. Could you please pin this message I'm sending now, Fred?
Wait. I have slight problem because there's a tutorial thingy and it was blocked by my taskbar.
There you go. I don't need to fix this a little bit better. For now,
Hint.
it works. Then I'm also just gonna fix the Discord roles. Because go on, you're not a Northerner anymore, you are a Southlander. Fred is a Northerner, but I'm gonna also change your nickname to just Fred.
Yeah, feel free to.
So Zombies is just first. He hasn't really died.
Well, the undead can't die, so no.
The undead can't die. Well, okay, and you are not there, you are there. So you are E. There we go. This is getting better. There we go, now I can say. Are we all ready though? Or shall we try to wait for a little bit more people? I'm also here joined by my cat, but she's just laying on the couch right beside me.
Well, I suggest we start because otherwise it's just less time that I can play, which is a bit selfish of me, but I'll say it anyway.
We are trying to do a little bit of roleplay, but you guys it's kind of roleplaying your character. So yes, if you want to do that, you can just start roleplay whatever your character want to do.
Yes, we also sometimes negotiate
Sadly,
and improvise.
you guys
lines.
don't have any Discord calls you can or the Discord
Oh,
chats
yeah.
you can talk in together.
That would
but
actually be fun.
I could probably get Bori to make that channel at the time, but we can start. And of course, we are going to start with the coronation as always. And we shall have Chancellor Gohan, if he wants to voice that.
Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time.
Shouldn't I be giving the orders now?
Of course, Your Majesty, but to delay it any longer would make the nobles restless. And when the nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back.
Very well, what must I do?
As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation.
But it's my coronation! Come on!
This isn't an absolute monarchy, Your Majesty. Everything has to be run past a council vote, even this. Shall we call them shall we call the nobles in?
Yes, we shall call the nobles in. Since this is the first thing, I will not be changing anything. We are only still 3 nobles, so I'm probably gonna think you're gonna throw me in the river. Ooh, faith. Interesting.
I'll be role-playing as a grandee.
Yeah.
Military.
What will the counts do? They want to... Okay. How do we do this now? Do we roll a third-sided dice or something?
A 6-sided die.
A 6-sided die.
1 and 2 for A, 2, 3 and 4 for B, and 5 and 6 for D then?
Probably. Let's see here. I'm gonna
Sounds
just
good.
find something on my phone. Dice roller. 6-sided die. Let's see. Come on. What's standing in the dust? This worked perfectly. 2. Got 2. You guys can see it. But yeah,
Fair enough. Voting level is great.
So 2. So what was the things? A if it got 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 and 2 for A, 3 and 4 for B, 5 and 6 for D.
So we will host. What?
Sorry, I would say before the game begins, really, I'm really sorry for the horrible French accent I will try to do with my character.
Dude, it's perfectly fine. I liked it. The first time we have a French chancellor. We will host a lavish parade with jugglers, fountains of wine. Let us have a party. Let us use the treasury.
The coronation is a great success. Jugglers, wine, fireworks, and feasts. It has an impact on your treasury, of course, but what doesn't? It seems that the narrator is speaking.
Yeah. Well, in his head, he said that in a terrible French accent. I can try to do that in a narration.
No, you didn't hear my French accent yet.
I haven't heard the French accent yet. Okay, let us introduce the council.
Know that you're king. Your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles hail from all across the kingdom, the wintry north, the desolate east, and of course the scorching south.
Introduce yourself, Counts of the East.
An honor to finally meet your acquaintance, your majesty. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor.
I always get the creeps of the Counts. Introduce yourself, Grandees of the South.
Maintenance bless your reign, your majesty. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith.
Oh, perfect. Now, to the Chiefs of the North. Fred, I hope you have a good voice.
Good luck in the days ahead, Your Majesty. You'll need it dealing with us a lot.
And with that, The introductions are done. The noble hall is immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. That was probably very horrible. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs.
Does this mean that the king's inner dialogue is all in it in
In horrible French?
in French? Yeah, in French, in horrible French.
Yes, horrible accent of French.
I mean, the conqueror doesn't have a French accent. He's the French native.
I don't know.
The grandees.
The grandees.
Oh,
Oh, baguette. The path to
Oui,
victory.
oui.
Oui, oui, baguette. Spy
You have
master.
to speak through your nose.
Okay, spy master. Oven.
Your Majesty, when you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you?
You saw the royal cat? Nice.
I saw the royal cat.
The voice of the king is different, so I want to be the architect of the new golden age. My goal will be trade.
A lofty goal indeed.
Indeed it is.
I suggest, over the next few years, you focus on improving the kingdom's overall trade as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty.
Thank you, Spy Master. Okay, and then we end the season. Hardman of the Prutmifred clan, a powerful political mastermind, stands particularly on a longhouse crossbeam, screaming like a fallen god.
Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter King Mars. How do we make that happen?
How do you want this to happen?
That's a good question.
Intimidation. Raise stability. Interesting.
Yeah, I couldn't decide between the other two, so I just took the third option.
Yeah. Perfectly fine. The chiefs plan to hold the king hostage in his own palace first. They must lull the spy master into a false sense of security. To advance the scheme, the chiefs must raise stability to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Gotta work on that. Trace of the Ganahan lineage, eccentric political mastermind, stands bathed in sunshine, speaking softly.
a false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, that is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered.
Probably gonna
No,
get
no, yeah,
probably
go for
gonna
faith.
gonna go faith, completely faith.
It's so funny if you ever see
I
the
don't-
grandees go for sorcery.
Yeah, they believe it's heresy and they still do it. Let's see. Okay, this is narrator. There are all
Yeah,
sorts of heresy in the capital, and the grandees intend to expose it. First, they must ensure the South is beyond reproach. To advance the scheme, the grandees must be the region with the highest faith in three senses. Well, you're winning quite well there. Runda of the zombie dynasty, a tragic political fixer, leans delicately on a podium, sighing.
My fellow counts, in the ancient times, the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the first king, Mars, raised the crown.
So what we'll do? Subterfuge, uprising, or possession? The narrator asks.
We will go with the easiest to counter, because I am stupid.
Oh no.
The Count's plan to summon a demon to possess the king and putting him totally under their control. First, they must lull the king into false sense of security. To advance the scheme, counts must the counts must lower their faith, their defiance. I mean, to 4 or less into season.
Did they change this? I remember it being the lowest of all regions.
Lower. Yeah, probably. I do not know. I don't see it here. So just your own defiance at first, probably.
Yeah. Because I remember being easily beaten by just making them very angry once and keeping all the other regions appeased.
Just adopt this.
Good choice, Your Majesty.
Thank you. Let's see. Ooh, this is a new event I haven't seen from the counts before. So, we will actually start with a mysterious ship.
Your Grace, a shipwreck has appeared on the edge of my estate. And it's not even from the east. Its name is the Sorifia, and it bears a southern flag.
That vessel went missing a few months back. We feared she was lost at sea.
Well, she was found on the land, right on top of my favorite picnic spot. My peasants discovered only one survivor on board, a southern sailor. He claims to remember nothing of what happened.
Oh, my head is killing me. Has been ever since I woke up. So, I be honest with you, you look awful. I feel awful, Your Highness. I swear I didn't do anything. Last I remember, we were sailing along the south waters and nothing.
This poor soul needs looking after. We must care for him in one of our monasteries.
Nay, we must interrogate him further. I must know why his ship is on my lands.
Bah, have a little empathy.
I want to call the unity. And so it shall be. We will pay its scholar and use my treasury funds. As a scholar from the Kion University quickly arrives, he checks the sailor's throat, pokes and prods his head with clappers, and makes him inhale a foul-smelling vapor. Somebody you voice that character? Fred, you can do it. You haven't done so much.
This is the most serious case of memory loss I've seen in a long time. Technically, this man should be a gibbering mess on the floor.
Hey, I'm right here.
Your Majesty, I need more time to handle this.
Saint or sinner?
All I'm saying is every grandee claims to have a saint in their ancestry. Your great great grandfather was probably a common dullard.
Shut your mouth, you edge-born puddlewit! His name was Saint Hubert, and he defeated the werewolf of Aranger by turning it to dust in an instant, according to my grandmother.
If you're so sure, how about a little wager? A bag of gold says your ancestor was no saint.
Your Honor,
What's all this?
Count Owen Zombie is spreading damnable lies about my great-great-grandfather.
If you really think he was a saint, then dig him up. Saints are incorruptible, even after death. They don't decay.
Very well, I request the council permission to exhume my ancestor and prove this fool wrong.
Then the king is gonna stay out of this discussion. Okay, let us see. We have a 40% chance of failing.
That may roleplay because I would have preferred to ask the Archbishop. Nymph bless you, your highness. Now, where is my shovel?
A few days later, the corpse of Gunham's great-great-grandfather is exhumed from its resting place in the southern necropolis. You see,
We are blessed. I was right. Centuries in the ground, but old Saint Hubert look as fresh as the daisy.
Wow, it really is a miracle. Fine, take your money.
Word quickly spreads of the miracle of Saint Amber's peasants. Saint Amber, peasants across the south add another name to the prayers. The grandees are now zealous and are loyal. Now to the honor guard. Yeah, you're gonna be zealous as fuck now. Marshal Fred.
As is tradition, each region offers a selection of elite guards. The chiefs with their most famous warrior heroes. The counts with knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose. And the grandees offer the fiercest battle nuns from the Sisterhood of Steel. Unfortunately, we can't recruit the Northern Warriors. There's been a major scandal. They got drunk and burnt down a Church of the Knights. They won't come to the capital until this blows over. You'll need to pick someone else.
Well, Gonham, they burnt down one of your churches. So I don't think that's gonna happen. Tell me about the Southern Battle Nuns.
Terrifying warriors, and they've sworn a vow of silence, so at least they won't spill state secrets. But their faith and loyalty is to the church above all, even your safety.
Tell me about the Eastern Knights.
The Order of the Drowned Rose are highly respectable. They'll understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they fought an actual battle. They mostly write poems these days.
I was going to do a follow-up from the last time we played, but not all the players that were here last time is here now. So went ahead and just made a new dynasty.
So I don't understand why Chiefs are not available. I thought because Chiefs were the honor guard, the last save.
No, they was told in the introductions for the things that they burnt down a Church of the Knife. So they
No,
could...
I mean mechanically in the game.
Yeah, true.
I don't know what the game.
This
Yeah,
is
you have
this is the third time this has happened.
Yeah, sometimes there is a certain chance that one of the regions gets blocked in an in-game event.
Oh, got it. Thanks.
And now, tell me about the bees.
The bees?
The bees.
The bees and the birds? Excuse me, my lord, but I thought the royal educators took care of that. Well, you see, if a warrior and a Valkyrie love each other very, very much, they oh, you were joking.
Yeah.
Yeah, a band of fearsome fighters from the Tatterlands called the Battle-Bitten Bean. They specialize in bodyguard work, but they are costly, and hiring foreigners will betray a lack of confidence in our kingdom's fighters.
I have made my decision.
I await your verdict with bated breath, your majesty.
I'm gonna do this time.
You mean bankrupting yourself?
No.
Aww.
I don't need the honor guard.
Your majesty, I must protest in the strongest possible terms. Your nobles will consider this an insult to their warriors' prowess.
I mean, we
And
all saw that
more
the South
importantly-
was hardest.
Yeah, but more importantly, without an honor guard, you're totally unprotected. Is your life worth so little to you?
I'm willing to risk it.
Right? No doubt the common folk will see this as a sign of strength. But don't blame me when you wind up on the wrong end of an assassin's blade.
And I'm just gonna go get myself something to drink, so I will be right back.
Did you play lot enough and saw the honor guard actually be so actually helping during a rebellion or something like that?
They do, but you can opt out of the option. It's not like you're forced to take an honor guard. Just
Yeah,
a little more interesting with a little higher risk of getting backstabbed.
Yeah. The nuns do help. I remember if the grandees are winning, and if they choose to get the approval of the church, the north doesn't, and for the rest I don't really know.
Okay.
The wife can also save you in some events, depending on their background.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you pick a good wife, you could offset the disadvantage of not picking another card.
Okay.
Well, as long as you actually manage to seduce your wife instead of alienating her by telling her something like,
We won't
yeah,
get
that's
you
not
those
interesting.
magical beans.
Well, we have now come to this auction. Welcome to the auction. We will have auction for library, stadium, aqueduct, bazaar, cathedral. Please don't take the deer park. Start
The
auction.
cathedral! Please don't take the deer park. Can almost hear the fear in his little voice.
I mean, I rather raise my military in order not to be burned by Northerners again.
You gonna raise it?
No, but I don't have an option.
Do you want a stadium to do gladiators? So I'm going to see if we can bother people to actually some more people to join us. Four, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. We have no fanatical grandees, so you're gonna be more fanatical now. And we will get the aqueduct for farming. Very, very good. And no deer park. And no deer park. Incorruptible.
Your Holiness, the in French, incorruptible corpse of Saint Elbert has become a sensation among the faithful. Every day, pilgrims visit my manor to pray at his feet. But their muddy feet are ruining my carpets. May I take Saint Elbert's body on a tour on the kingdoms instead? After all, the regions outside the south could do with a little reminder of the Nate's power, especially the north, because they burned our churches.
Who wanna voice the most heinous person of the entire court?
Your Majesty, if I may make a suggestion, perhaps we should study this phenomenon instead of mindlessly worshipping it?
Heresy! Everyone, cover your ears before she says anything more! Witch hunt.
Let's see here. The South is probably gonna hate me, but I'm gonna vote for have the saint examined.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Maybe I
suspect
can earn my
ungodly amounts
money
of
back.
formaldehyde.
I would prefer my great grandfather reburied instead
Well,
of examined by scholars.
well, you are undervoted. So we will have the saint examined by scholars, ignoring the Ganahan's process, and you pack off the saint corpse to Quail University for examination. Perhaps there is a scientific explanation for the body's lack of decay. The Archbishop is just as scandalized as Gandhi Ganan for weeks. Please condemn your name in the churches across the land. How could you scrutinize a miracle?
Witch hunt! Witch hunt!
Wandering bard. Probably not going to do the bard. Chancellor.
Yes, Your Majesty, a traveling bard. She says she has come to compose a song for you.
I can probably do this. No, not just any bard, Your Highness. The best in all land, Sally Six Fingers, they call me. A song you say about me? Why, of course. In fact, I have the tune and verse all but ready. I have saved my best work for you, my king. All I require is a subject. What should I tell the masses of you? What would you like to inspire? Teach them to love me. I will do so, Your Highness, absolutely. Give me but a few weeks, and everyone within the Crown Lands will know of your benevolence. Pray, I need only but a small payment of 500 gold for the time. A discounted rate for one esteemed as yourself. The question is, should I do this? Should I pay her 500 gold? What do you, a council, say? You vote yes?
No, beer. I don't feel like Zera South would approve of itinerant bard.
I vote nay. I don't really like her songs.
I vote double it.
Hey, you don't be silly. I'm the king. Oh. I see. I cannot work for Your Highness as much as this pains me. You will write that song whether I pay you or not. The bard calls the lips in frustration, but doesn't argue. A few days later, you advise to bring word from outside the palace. The bard has released her work, but with the opposite effect. Rather than a song about your benevolence, a word on the street is that she composed a tale of your cruelty and wickedness. Of course, it's become incredibly popular. Clearly, she has sabotaged you. You dispatched a sheriff offer of a fine bounty for her head, but to no avail. Also, I need to find a charger for my headset.
You also need to find a spouse.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Just like the honor guard, I don't need a spouse.
I'm gonna marry a merfolk.
I will embrace celibacy.
And this dynasty will end with King Mars the Lonely.
Other than the fish prince, are there any NPC that you can marry? When
Yeah, you can also marry, for example, the pirate queen
And a commoner.
and the commoner that you use as an excuse for not marrying one of our daughters. Or sons.
Yeah, but that will upset you guys more.
And the pirate queen is when the Granges are present. Is that it?
No, the
Patrician as well?
patricians. Yeah, the patricians. The
And I don't know
patricians
about the
have both
fish.
the event for the pirate queen and the one for the fish prince.
Shame.
Shame.
I wouldn't mind adding a zombie to that list from the east.
True. I would like to see the troll that occasionally pops up in the dungeon.
Oh,
as a variable option. That would be fun.
maybe a giant from the north could also be fun.
I saw a game where
yeah,
you
definitely.
recruit the troll, and it helped the king.
Help the king.
Yeah, he's very helpful.
Yes, this lowers the farming in all regions by 1, and raises the military by 1 in all regions.
Need to fucking actually.
From the south, maybe they could add a saint you could marry. Could also be fun.
That would have been fun, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and there's Orate, the the not smuggler, but like the refugee from Tavlin. Not Tavlin? No.
Ah, yes.
You
Was it
guys still
Tavlin?
hear the game sound, right? Just don't have any long charges. Uh,
You okay?
yes, yes. Just finding a extension cord. For the abrupt break. Hello.
The monarch just plugged in.
Yes, the monarch just plugged in.
Robo King. Robo King.
He's
Robo.
trying to avoid his mother to find a spouse.
Yes, I am kind of doing that. Okay. That's why I didn't hear any music. Okay. Well, we will continue either way. Finding a spouse. In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spy master. But there's one person you can't avoid: your French mother. Yes, I did that now. So, French mother, speak. Whoever dares.
Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year.
Is it really that urgent?
Of course. Don't worry, I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind?
I'll go for women again.
Excellent. I'll send out messengers to the most influential nobles, families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer.
Did you find some fish folk too? Okay, we will end the season. There we go. Now I hear music again. In the hidden library beneath the eastern castle, a pair of counts meet to speak their schemes against the king.
In mass, justice counts more and more. Yesterday we met for afternoon tea, and he even said he'd invest in our beekeepers.
The bees!
The bees!
The bee religion. That's the key. Even if the king trusts us, the archbishop doesn't.
For the next stage of the scheme, the counts must lower their faith to 4 or less in 4 seasons.
Wouldn't it need to be opposite? Because the bishop doesn't trust us, we need to
Lower.
make it higher.
Yeah, but you need to lower it, so...
Yeah, I know. Just...
Well, you guys love me, apparently, so I'm just gonna do a common tax.
How gracious of you, your grace.
a very peaceful kingdom.
It is very peaceful. Okay, let's see here, let's find the 5 first, eligible options.
I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance.
Yes, I know. Everybody just wait, It's a bit better. You will command the leads you to the Great Hall, which is arranged portraits on seals. That word for now, it is covered by a cloth. All right, let's see the eligible bachelorettes. We whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. Shall we do it like wait. Should we do it like the factions introduce their own, or should we do it like you guys? Or,
I mean, we could do that.
Yeah, we can do. I think we can do that this time.
Yeah, we just imagine ourselves instead of your mother.
Yes.
Yeah, and we can add some details.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. So go ahead, Fred.
Your Majesty, this is Ursa, my firstborn daughter. She's your typical northern lass, big, brawny and honest. In the same way next to the face is honesty. If you catch my drift.
I get your drift, yeah.
Even among us northerners, she's made something of a name for herself as a fearsome warrior. Had a bit of a controversy a while back when her clan hall burned down. Apparently her peasants were to blame.
I can see the appeal, I suppose.
Maybe a certain church in the same region as well?
Problem, I don't know.
This is Sasra, the eldest daughter of my dynasty. I'm not sure why the artist made her look so severe. Maybe a trick of the light. She spends most of the time indoors, poring over my tomes and magical books. Half the East is in love with her. and the other half hate her. I don't know why. She just just likes helping me make her brothers and sisters.
Don't see what all the fuss is about, personally.
And finally, from the south, Xenoveva, the eldest daughter of my lineage, and let me remind you, my liege, that I descend from a saint itself. She's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there is nothing wrong with confidence, right? I mean, you two as well have decided not to have an honor guard and are very authoritarian in your decisions.
True, that. Go on.
Like many in the south, she claims to put her faith in the Ninfgurg above all worldly concern, and she's got grand plans, like the Grandees. By all accounts, she wants to change the world.
Not bad, not bad.
What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Alliance.
Alliance. Aliens. I have made my decision.
Well, which one of them do you wish to marry?
I refuse that. I think I'm gonna go with a softener. The thing about having a saint in the bloodline would be very good. Geneva of the South.
Excellent. I'll make the arrangements.
And now, horror at the university. Scholar, somebody voice scholar.
Something was
Something.
deeply wrong with that saint you sent us, Your Majesty. There's been a tragedy at the Faculty of Dangerous Theology. A worse one than usual.
What happened?
They were in the middle of examining Saint Umber when his eyes blazed with light. Half the students and all the professors were instantly reduced to dust and bones. We need money to compensate bereaved families and train up new professors and, well, clean up the mess.
Let's see.
I could do the Inquisitor.
Yeah, do the Inquisitor.
This is the judgment of the nymph. Why study things we don't understand? We should just worship them or fear them, depending on what the holy text tells us.
You can't take my treasury. Yes, you can. I'm gonna do this for now. I still want gold. Even the heathen north wants to spread the word of the calls.
Well, it's a lesser of two evils.
Yeah, true.
Instead of paying the university, you spread. Sorry, it's a narrator.
Instead of paying the university, you spread the word that the scholars deserved what happened to them. The common folk lap it up. But the surviving scholars take their revenge. A series of anonymous pamphlets are circulated criticizing your rule, despite your spy master's best effort. She is unable to track down the author. Meanwhile, Saint Amba is quietly reburied to prevent it happening.
That's what I proposed.
Yeah. Welcome,
Maybe-
Gothic, Arthur.
Welcome. Maybe they all had vampire blood.
You should
werewolf
to join.
blood.
You should also probably add. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, in.
Yeah, if you don't add pronouns, it automatically puts you as they them.
Also, if you want to come in and join your voice your own character or voice other characters, it would be very lovely. So we don't need schizophrenia in there.
Yeah, the link to the Discord channel is pinned.
So you are welcome
this-
to join us in voice if you wanna.
And I'm sorry that the meme during this session is that we take a lot of French accent from the NPC.
Yeah, especially the south. Meanwhile, at Saint Umba, it's quietly reburied to prevent this happening again. Yeah, nice to meet you too, Gothic. Let's see. No, we're gonna do experimental research.
I must say the name Gothic is perfect for a count.
Yeah, it is.
Your
Ah.
Majesty,
Yes.
I'm pleased to say that my research on that amnesiac sailor has borne fruit.
Ooh. The fellow who turned up on the Eastern Estate.
He's remembered his adventure. It only took a bit of lead tincture, some fasting, a little bloodletting to clear his head. The Serafina came into contact with a wizard. No wonder the sailor didn't remember anything. He was addled by the wizard's powers.
It's the bees!
Is
The extra bees!
The ship will have magical residue clinging to it too, a most exciting phenomenon.
Wait. Are you saying this shipwreck is dangerous?
Immensely.
Well, then it must be researched.
Yes, I agree. It's vital that we investigate this phenomenon. We might never see its like again.
I would approve to send scholars in order to find where is the wizard to burn it, but otherwise I would prefer to destroy.
I would send scholars to investigate it. So. Coffee. Yay! We are all in agreement. Hooray, hooray. Voting has closed. We are gonna investigate it. As soon as the university hears about this mysterious find, the scholars scramble to join Valgarina's team. While the university prays Count Owen Zombies a stipend for Valerie and her students to stay on his estate while they study. You await their results.
How many priests are in that group?
Probably a lot.
Probably a lot.
In the priestess castle overlooking the southern French city of Konova, the grandee lie back and enjoy the sun.
Praise be, whispers of our plan have reached the peasants and they are in uproar. They called for the sins of the king to be laid bare. I already have leads and information from inside the palace that we can use against the king. It's lonely.
You ready to done? No?
Yes?
Yes.
Didn't you hear?
Not all, but
We have the High King on our side, but we must also sow dissent among the other regions. We won't succeed alone.
High King.
No, the High Inquisitor.
You said High King.
Maybe he meant God.
Probably.
Who knows?
For the next stage of the scheme, the grandee must raise other regions to defines to combine total or at least 8 to ensure another regions begins a rebellion in 3 seasons. But it ain't gonna happen, boys. So, should we do the capital events first, or shall we do the east event first? You guys think?
You're the king, my king.
I am. Well then, I want to do the east event.
Lilia and her band of scholars have returned from the wreck of the Sarfina, Your Majesty. I can't make head or tail of the nonsense.
God, good. I love nonsense.
There's a labyrinth within the ship, labyrinth that goes deep into the earth, or into the sky. It was very confusing. Some of my researchers were lost, but no matter. We're going back to find the center.
True. Let's see.
May I suggest a call for unity, Your Majesty?
Whatever the option, I want them to go back. This is the only lead to burn the wizard.
Well, we can call for unity.
May I suggest we send the guards? I hear the Order of the Drowned Rose is free this time of year.
Have you heard anything in the news from the Northern warriors? Right?
No, they're still grounded, Your Majesty.
They're still grounded.
I don't think they need guard.
I think they were punished with rebuilding the church, seeing as there are some more faithful in the north.
Gothic, we are missing you. We'll give Gothic a little bit more time. Okay. In 10, 9,
Stop the count.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We continue. Military challenge failed. Drowned Rose failed. Oven. Count Zombies call for guards to accompany the calls for the Order of the Drowned Rose to accompany Valerinas investigators. But word gets around that the potential dangers of the wreck. a few soldiers of the Order of the Down Rose is who volunteered are the untrusty type. A few weeks later, the soldiers returned, but the scholars do not. So took as much loose as they could carry, then abandoned Valerine and her fellows in the labyrinth. After that, the wreck is fenced off, and nearby peasants move away from the farms, afraid of more uncanny happening.
Their writing was too good. They couldn't help themselves to find more books.
A matter of faith. Here we even have Gothic. Gothic, are you
Your
here?
heart.
Well, okay, Owen, continue.
Your Highness, I've come up with an excellent money-making scheme.
You have hidden agenda, don't you?
Nothing of the sort. Have you heard of the thing called simony? I've been selling. It means selling off priesthoods to anybody who wants them. I've already spoken to the Archbishop and convinced him it was a good idea.
Yes, your character looks very nice. Also, if it is a kind of way you want your character to be spoken by Owen, or if you want to voice your own character, feel free to join us. Or tell Owen
You can also.
Owen also what kind of accent or voice he shall have.
Yeah, I was about to say you can give me some critique if you want to.
But we would very gladly have you voicing along with us if you want to do that.
Of course, he'll get a healthy cut of the profits. And so will you?
And let me guess, you need my help getting it past the council.
I mean, none of us is.
What else is the king good for?
Well, I am not a native English speaker. Fred is not a native English speaker. Go on.
Me neither. How could you guess?
He's French.
I'm Dutch,
Dutch.
so I'm not old.
I'm German.
Sorry.
We are all non-native speakers here. You are in perfect company.
In fact, I say bad English.
So that is why we do the very broken English run for this. So, for example, I am Norwegian. If I really turn on the Norwegian accent, I can talk like this. It sounds very uppity high. So feel free to join us if you want to. We do not care about if your English is not as good. And if you need help with some words, we will gladly help you.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even have to translate it yourself because it's text you can read from a screen.
True. What else is a good... did you read this line, Owen?
Yes, I did. What else is the king good for?
Okay, I will be looking forward to it. Okay, now give me a very fanatical French accent Archbishop.
Ooh, me?
Let the German do this.
I mean, I'm already doing the High Inquisitor, so I think like the Archbishop should be played by another one.
Yes.
I was skeptical at first, but Conte Gosigardo has really sold me on the idea. Let's put it to a vote, shall we?
I mean, a couple more saints here and there never hurt the faith.
Yeah, it will never hurt.
No.
Ooh, I like your banner though, Gothic. Very cool.
Deal sweet.
How delightful! You've done the right thing! Your Highness, soon you and the Archbishop will both be swimming in gold!
Yes! Very good! Count Gothic proceeds to prediction comes through. Everyone wants to be a priest, and the church can now afford a shiny new altars and even bigger hats. You will get a kickback too, of course. You made all your characters look the same?
I did the same.
But over the next few months, it becomes apparent that the new priests are sloppy, corrupt, and badly behaved. The common folk lose all faith in the church.
Bigger hats.
You're not longer fanatical. The royal wedding. My wedding to Xenonera is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend for a week and a day. The capital is a giant party. I'm gonna let my voice rest for a little bit there. It feels like you're only not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Burford's Cathedral with Stenoneva at your side.
Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Then I pronounce you king and wife.
After the wedding, of course, there is a feast, and after the feast, a dance. At the feast, your new wife and the wedding, there is a long, rambling speech that puts everyone to sleep. By the time I find myself alone with my beautiful wife, it's past midnight, and I have never felt more tired. Who will play my wife?
Since she's of my lineage, I will do it.
Okay.
What a wonderful occasion that was. A shame that tradition demanded we marry in St. Bertrand's Cathedral. I can assure you, the temples done in the south are much grander.
I hope you're not feeling homesick already.
Of course not. I never get homesick actually. I can't abide people who waste time dwelling on the past.
Up at the altar, what did you think when you saw me?
Well, of course. I thought you looked radiant as the sun.
My son never immediately changes the topic to talk about something she is more interested in.
I'm just a humble follower of the ninth God teachings, and everywhere I look, I'm surrounded by sinners and heathens. I can't wait to laugh at them from the thereafter.
That's so interesting.
It is, isn't it? Anyway, to continue on our subject.
I gently fall asleep to the sound of Senoneva droning on about herself. I married the wrong person. End season.
Also looks double your age.
What?
She looks old.
Yeah.
No,
But why
no,
does your daughter look old?
It's like the Targaryens. They have white, grayish hair.
But she has wrinkles.
No. Do you remember we have a saint in our blood, so we don't age as much.
Yeah, but she has wrinkles. Up in the north, Chief Putby Fred, no, Chief Fred is hosting a grand feast in his clan hall.
Our plans are going better than expected. The spy master thinks that all is well in the kingdom, and while the cat's away, the mice shall play.
Oh,
Welcome.
welcome,
Hello.
Gothic. Hello, Gothic. Welcome.
Welcome in.
I will try do my best with reading English, but it will be it's very hard to concentrate when I have done the same picture on my computer and now what I'm hearing.
True.
Yeah, that's why we have also a separate stream in the Discord itself,
Oh.
so you can see you can watch in Discord while we speak, so you have the
Thank you.
no delay. Anyways, please don't refer to us as mice. We are honorable warriors. There's no honor in politics, my friend. Our next step is to replace the palace watch with our own agents. Should be easy enough. If the king can't pay them, the watch will look for money elsewhere.
Well, I can pay them. For the next stage of this game, the chiefs must lower the treasury to 1500 or less in 2 seasons. And for once, the chiefs have actually gotten further in their scheme. Remember last game?
It's a very equal balance right now.
I need to raise defiance by 6.
Yeah, well, maybe not so balanced.
A menacing omen. Oh, Gothic.
My character, okay. Your Highness, here in the east we have problem.
That doesn't sound so bad.
Unfortunately, it is a dire omen. The town of Debatuch holds a spring festival welcoming warmth back to our desolate lands, but this year we were forced to miss it. The fabled hare known as Pale Beast of Debauch appears and officially began the festival, but not this year. The lowborn grow resilient. This white as snow, the size of large dogs, bears majestic coiled antlers. Sorry.
Yeah,
No worries.
that is fine.
It is delicious with parsnip.
The guarded nobles gasp, then fall silent.
That and stars! You eat the pale beast of debauch!
It hopped onto my lands. I thought it was just a rare sort of rabbit.
This monster has eaten the fabled pale beast of debauch, casting a shadow upon the coming year. The coming decade, in fact. It's not just here. The pale beast possessed powers beyond your understanding. Your Majesty, please bring down the weight of justice to his wretch. The chieftains have eaten the count's mystical beasts. Have should the monarch resolve the agreement?
I will see what I can do here. I need to let you guys vote for what I'm gonna do. So, let's see. I'm still gonna just call for unity. Let you guys decide. Oh. So it's time for flip a coin then. It is flip a coin time. Let's see. Can we find something to flip a coin with? I do not own a coin. Coin.
I mean, you can also toss your smartphone and we decide by screen or backside.
No.
You can use some
You
online
get extra
dice
points
maker
for
or
the
something.
Spider-Man app.
Okay. Heads or tails? Heads
He gets to decide if it lands on the side.
Heads for A and tails for B.
Sure.
And it became heads, as you guys can see. If that allows it, but yeah. So it is A time. Chief Fred must publicly confess and compensate the counts for his crimes.
Which crime? The only crime is that it was delicious.
Chief Fred reluctantly hands over reparations, mulling the counts a little. A week later, the Count of Gothic returns to the palace.
Your Majesty, I fear the East Romulus has the doom has fallen upon debauches. The lowborn are terrified and furious by turns. They are carrying for northern blood.
You have paid reparations, so I feel this is a bit of an overreaction.
Dravak's bones.
Count Gothic sweeps away out of the question the cloak, but the chiefs are relieved. Some even joke about the situation in incensing the counts even further. The people of Dobbytouch grow increasingly unsettled. Some even make increase over the northern borders to poach from the lands of the chiefs. Retaliations are tense and quite for some time. Tough times.
Your Majesty, we've fallen upon hard times. Our villagers are flocking to the south, and we are running out of workers.
It's not a surprise. The South is just a better place to live.
I trust my nobles a little bit, so.
Another toast.
Okay. Heads for A and B, tails for B. Let's see. Okay.
I always wonder what this heads on or tails. In my country, we don't have tails or heads in coins.
Coins?
Oh, you don't? You know
No.
the two different sides of the coin?
I know, but we don't say heads or tails. I always
Yeah,
wonder why heads or
us
tails. In
neither.
English, in pounds you don't have heads or tails. You have queen or some numbers.
Yeah, in Norwegian we have it like kron eller mynt.
I
So
don't
it's
know
a-
what is it.
So
Hopp-
crown or
Hoppfulla
coin.
tal in German.
Okay.
Crown,
Have a number.
crown or coin. So, but yeah, we got coin.
We also have coins, but never heads or tails, and I wonder from which country it's heads or tails, because I don't know any country where tails are on a coin.
I mean, it could stem from the older English word tally for like a count of something.
Ah, okay.
That would be my guess, my best guess. Oh, I see. Yes, your greatness.
The chiefs continue to struggle, but with more peasants arriving every day and working the farms, the south economy booms. The south is very powered up this time. Bones for sale in the south.
I mean, the
I
queen.
will have
is
to
in
go.
the south.
So
Yeah, that is perfectly fine. Gothic will continue taking over your duties. He will be a little bit schizophrenic.
I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Your
Okay.
Holiness, some accursed grave robbers have dug up my ancestor Saint Bear. Your ancestor, I mean the ancestor of your queen, of your children's. They've burned him down to his bones and are selling them as holy relics. The gullible peasants believe each bone brings good fortunes and keeps us away vermin. We must put a stop to it. I'm sure this is about these new Neverners which are coming.
I almost understand what you say. Perfect.
Sorry.
Okay. Um. You know what? This will go here.
I would vote for B, but the least you could do is at least buy some of your ancestors' children bones. I don't
You
know.
you want me to do that? Then you just put A.
I mean, if this is between a coin toss and reassurance that some of your children will have their
Sainted.
great grandfathers.
Yeah.
As a proud count, when I see fate down, I vote.
That is true. That is true. By the way, you're doing the possession scheme.
Mhm. I know when you have your streaming ecran on the Twitch, you can always check it and see your wealth, your scheme, what you have to do. You don't see what other factions have to do, but you can always check what you have to do.
Yeah, I forgot that. I forgot the extension.
But thank you. That is very appreciated.
By the nymph, these bones were stolen from a desecrated grave. They won't bring good luck. They'll bring a terrible curse upon your head.
Unfortunately, the Randy Granham is right. The bones of Saint Umber bring you nothing but misfortune.
Oh.
My
Oh.
palace is suddenly plagued by rats. You develop a chronic and embarrassing skin condition, and fog settles. Your mind settles on your mind, and you find yourself missing key details from your spy mat's morning briefings. It couldn't be Saint Umber's curse, right? But in your dreams, in the dead saint glares at you with fury in his eyes.
My only hope is there will be a follow-up event where you can try to give him another burial.
And we know all what we do here. We do exclamation mark fund the amount and
First the letter, then the amount.
the first letter and then the amount. I'm sorry. I was trying to trick you guys, but it didn't work. Start auction. I will be back. I can still hear you guys.
You can donate only 1 coin? For really?
Yeah.
I
Why
was thinking
spend
that this-
hundreds if no one is like trying to outpace you?
I know, but I always think that you have to put minimum 100.
No, you can just do one.
Okay, I will put 2. That is so stupid. Oh.
And time's up.
This is the second cathedral I'm building.
This is the second cathedral you're building. Yeah, you must repair your reputation in the faith. And of course, there became with the whole 3 coins.
That's
One
not a
more
good
for me.
portrait.
And 100
It
coins.
was a hard bidding war.
And 100 coins for the cathedral.
I didn't see that coming.
Well, I need to fix that. Fred, you don't want to rebel, do you?
One vote need to stack
What?
I mean, you did raise your military.
Yeah, but I'm also aware that the South just waits for a rebellion to happen, so I'm not gonna.
I'm on the king's side because the queen is my daughter.
Yes, I have gained an ally. Okay, the most immoral person. Please read.
The South has been prosperous of late, but my tax collectors are reporting suspicious coins in the latest takings. I am not amused. The whole region is awash with fake money. The council needs to act.
Oh, was fast.
I'm calling for unity. Uh-oh.
Let's make this country a little more stable, shall we?
Okay, people, don't do B, because then it will help the chiefs. Order, yeah, okay. After weeks of experimenting with the new coin is invented, it has a special pattern of ridges along the rim that makes it nearly impossible to counterfeit. However, they are more expensive to manufacture. Rolling them out across the kingdom will take time. Meanwhile, people continue to use the old coins, impacting trade in the south.
Granted, this with only 5 trade. Never see that.
I mean, it's the highest trade.
3, 4,
Our kingdom
5.
is very perceived.
It is very, very stable, actually.
I don't see the problem. My personal wealth is very good.
A terrible secret has been uncovered.
Your Majesty, I bring urgent news. The Khans are deliberately eroding the power of the Shers in the east.
Oh no.
What? Really?
I hardly believed it myself. It's all because of the Archbishop. But what's even more alarming is why they are doing this. The Khans are planning to hollow your mind and summon a demon to fill the void and take possession. By the time they're finished, you'll be nothing but a shell. The demon will take over body and soul.
By the ninth god!
My thoughts exactly, Your Majesty. We must bring this sacrilege to the council's attention.
He's lying.
Yeah, I don't think we can raise their faith enough. I think it's 5. They need to be 5 or less.
Yes.
So we can have the
No.
king.
No, yeah. Hmm.
But hey, we can still hope that there's another event coming up that increases their faith.
That is true. True.
No, don't do it.
But I will
It's
trust.
the first event. No, it's the second event you are doing of this season.
We are hardly any at ref. Leave
No,
us alone.
and the other event is about an air, so there is no way we can raise their faith. B is the best. I mean, isn't it always the bees?
Oh.
For once, I will try to win this. I will win this.
I'm on your side. Your children will be of my lineage.
Very good.
Damn it!
I really
I'm
like
already
that
doing
you-
a French accent when I want to speak English.
I really like that you try to win as a king. I always, when I watch someone streaming this game, they are 90% trying to don't let other faction win.
It's easier to win when there are very few numbers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just also trying to just be more like I want to try to win, but if it goes more like I'm going more to the side with one of the factions winning, I will lean to that side and let them win eventually.
Okay.
I have won a few times. I've turned around the battle, but it hasn't happened the last few streams I had. Morning and evening, you take your time out of your busy schedule to bathe. Unfortunately, the holy water is extra holy if it's cold, and you maintain near permanent shiver. Still, you detect no signs of possession. The Count's efforts to have been hampered. Their stat goal will not be evaluated until the end of next season.
Maybe the curse is not about my ancestor, but because of the counts.
Probably.
No. You are very nice people.
Your marriage to Seneva has grown stale. You get along well enough. You made some good memories together, but there's no spark. She cares more about the knife god than your happiness, but spark or no spark, you still need the air.
Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair.
Felt more like a life sentence, honestly.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. You've done well so far, but something's still missing. An heir. You need someone young, whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they are bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins.
I will still have a child with my wife. I'll tell her she is obligated.
The traditional method. No one will object to that. I arrange for you to take a month off ruling so you can get down to business.
End of season. Blackmail and bribery. Up in the north, Chief Fred has gathered his fellow plotters for a hike through the mountains.
Some of our bribes have been accepted, but not enough. The king is paying the palace watch well enough that their loyalties aren't easily swayed. So we have some of the watch in our pocket. Isn't that enough? Nay, not yet. We can't make a move until we're sure we won't be discovered.
The chiefs aim to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less. Deep in the south, the grandee paces back and forth along the balcony of their hillside villa.
I'm told that progress is slow. How could they be so blind, trusting that fool of a king after everything is done?
The grandees aim to raise other religions to combine defiance of 8 or more to ensure another religion starts a rebellion. I still feel like a normal tax is fine. Anaheim, you're getting very wealthy, I see.
And I'm the one funding the most in the buildings. So it's not my fault. It's just because the south is better.
The Archbishop's request in North. Archbishop Fred, was it?
Indeed.
Your Majesty, I wish to speak with you about the situation in the north. Too long have the Northerners been allowed to worship their infantry gods in present defiance of the Nid's god. Allow me to send some of my best missionaries to the north. It's for the good of the realm.
You know what? Can you actually do a very classical German accent?
Allow me to send some of my best missionaries to the north. It's for the good of the realm.
Ah. You. I will bring this up to the council.
Of course, Your Majesty. I would expect nothing else.
It's clever because it will raise stability and raise the success rate.
True.
Yeah, but I think the law will only be calculated in after the actual toss.
It is just so I don't lose too much stability.
I mean, the regions can't rebel. Otherwise, it will help the Grandee's scheme.
I wonder what 40% you have 6 stability.
The stability is more like just so it's that difficult for you guys to rebel. Well,
This is erasure of our culture. We won't forget this. You repeat back of tyrants.
mission goes ahead despite promises from the chief. You got to be kidding me! It succeeded. Your stable and prosperous kingdom gives weight to the missionary's words. How else could the kingdom be doing so well, if not blessed by the ninth god himself? It turns out to be a rip-roaring success. The trust in the clergy is high, and so the northern common folk convert in droves, whole cities at a time. The Archbishop is more than pleased. He even diverts some of the new northern tithe to you as thanks, topping up the treasury.
Grenadiers need 8 or more defiance, I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But roleplay wise, I would prefer the king stays because it will mean my children. I mean, his children will be of my lineage. It's the closest my family will get to the throne.
A prediction.
Your Highness, excellent news from beyond the sky. As your Majesty knows, I'm an amateur astronomer. I have seen that a solar eclipse is on its way, visible from the north. We must encourage the kingdom to gather beneath the dark sun and experience this once-in-a-lifetime event.
By the nymph. Nay, nay, no! An eclipse is a warning from the nymph god, a sign that the kingdom has fallen to shadow.
All the nobles start talking at once. Talk at once. Some are excited. Some are horrified. But all are very loud. Be loud. Talk, interrupt me while I
Ah mais
speak.
vous êtes fous!
Come on, talk.
C'est quoi cette
Ah,
histoire
bah,
d'astronomie
bah.
là?
Sonnenfinsternis.
Some bullshit.
Remember, your highness, you have been cursed. You need to follow your wife. You need to follow the nymph.
I remember.
You are glorious as the sun when the sun is not here because of the dark eclipse. You need to pray.
I need to pray. Yes, I need to pray. I will pray every time.
We all should pray to the almighty nymph.
That's words I never thought I would hear you say.
I've actually played one game where the North out-faithed the South. That was funny.
Yeah, that is very funny when you have the Northern Archbishop instead. I also played a game where we had a faithless South. They were heathen.
Wait, was it at Prophet? I think we played in the same game.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah, it was a bit Prophet. I played with Prophet, and I think the South was completely faithless, and the North had faith or something.
Yeah, but didn't we have faith in the bees?
If you think we had faith in the... No, I remember. We have played together before. Your voice was familiar.
Yeah, I thought as much because I came into the Discord server and I was like, wait, I've seen this profile pic before. I've seen this profile pic before. Where was it? How do I know these guys? And now that you made me moderator, I saw the older message about the shared chat, and then I was like, huh.
Yeah. Northern sagas have a specific about the sun going dark, other than the unusual "we're all going to die." So the chiefs must return to search the scepter for scripture for help. You hope they will find something before the eclipse occurs. The good word.
You'll
Greetings,
excuse
Mars.
me now.
I've had an idea.
Need a restroom break. Be right back.
Yeah.
As you know, the people of the south are quite pious.
Yes, I know.
As a member of the royal household and an avid adherent of the church myself, I thought I might go back to my homeland for a time and take the opportunity to preach in your favor. I mean, you have to take a month off.
You mean make me some kind of saint?
Not exactly. I mean, unless they really start to like you. But support from the church can't be a bad thing, can it?
Go forth and tell them to love me.
Wonderful. I'll make the preparations immediately.
You will also get soon more lines to read, Gothic. We just haven't had any new NPCs to appear yet.
Easy.
Wait, what?
I mean, it's a random.
Yeah, but still,
80%
it was a 20% chance of failing. Unfortunately, they're mostly flocking to throw vegetables. The popularity of the church in the south clearly didn't amount too much as the sinner ever had hoped. Stability is now stable. It is not long before she calls out of the tour and return home. Her
What
tail.
tail?
Why is her? Why did she have a tail?
Grey hair and a tail now.
What kind of homunculus did you make me marry? Deep in the south, in the back garden of the sun-blazed villa, a number of grandee crowd around a figure, raising their arms in their toes.
Here is to the future Monacryes and the golden age on the horizon. May the nymph god strike down the fourth king for his wickedness. He made a humiliation of my daughter.
Soon the Inquisition will be complete and the Archbishop will crown me. But what should be done with the king?
You want to support me? You could just do the stability.
Nah, I need to roleplay your children of my lineage.
True.
And even the usurper is of my lineage. So
It's boring, but it will appease the masses, and the Archbishop has lost his state for public burnings as of late.
now we must ensure that the king can't strong-arm anyone into fighting on his behalf.
For the final stage of this scheme, grandees must lower a 42, 2 or less.
And then the Northerners can rebel.
Oh, we could have done so long ago.
A count rides to a remote, unremarkable spot in the moorland. Soon another joins him. Gothic.
The church is scrambling for power. The High Inquisitor is losing her grip on the populates. How exquisite! Then we can make our move unseen. We must invite a demon to possess the king. The ancient book describes two demons, each attracted to a different aspect of human mind. Rachmas, the mad tyrant, the crouch queen. Mriach, Duke of Greed, the face of our coins. It will be very funny to have different thing with grenadiers, but I'm sure that we should put something else.
Are you forcing me
I
to
mean,
use
regardless
money?
of what you choose, one of us is against you.
Well, I think I need to use money now.
It will be quite hard. You need to have a treasury not low enough and not high enough.
What?
But I mean, wow,
Oh!
4,000.
Okay.
Well, I don't need to use money at all.
It's 50. I mean, it's 1,500 more.
What? I never see someone have more than 3,000 gold in this game. So
I have.
Let's
as
see.
a king or as
Yeah.
a okay. Oh,
Both actually. I personally have had more than 3,000 gold in one game.
I never saw someone have.
I've
That
seen
much of money.
I've seen a lot of new monarchs having 10,000 gold and more because of the inflation event.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing, but I've actually seen someone get out of the inflation event without consequences.
Nice.
That is very
I
cool,
think
though.
you only lose 8,000 after the follow-up event. So basically, when you print money, you gain 2,000 and you need to keep 2,000.
But if you go really down with your money, you will help. You will help the chiefs. So
Yeah, but
you
chief
have
are
to.
only on the stage 2.
Okay. Okay.
As you can see, stage 2,
Yeah.
stage 3.
And if the chiefs feel like they can't go to their stage 3, they can always rebel because they have the highest military. So there is a good chance they can win like that.
Gandhi
Yeah.
Ganham comes up to bearing a crowded tray of they uncover it with a flourish.
A priest found a recipe for cheese in a forgotten religious tomb in our cathedral. I mean, I've been 2 of them, I know it. He's been giving it away to the congregation, and everyone loves it. Your Majesty, would you care to try some? It's called camembert.
Absolutely. The cheese pungent, crumbly, and so strong it makes your eyes water. What you expectantly. Delicious!
We are blessed! I'm delighted you enjoyed it.
Trays of cheese are carted out and served to the assembled nobles. Many are enthusiastic, but Count Gothic shakes their head in disgust.
Dreadful! How can you bring this to us? It tastes like ancient Morat.
Oh, dare you! You insult the pride of the grandees!
Your Grace, please have this dreadful stuff taken away at once.
But I enjoyed it.
I see your face.
He officially enjoyed it. I mean, it will lower his authority if it changes his mind.
Mm.
No, not
voting.
reverse voting. I hate you.
Oh no.
You picked that up when I was on the toilet.
Were you still on the toilet? Oh yeah. I had a new law, sorry.
Aha! Law successfully outmaneuvered.
Let's see. 6-sided die. 1 and 2 for A, 3 and 4 for B, 5 and 6 for E.
I mean, if you want to win the game, the best for you is A. But
Yeah, but
appreciate
I'm doing it fair.
yeah, I appreciate it.
I mean, fair would be B because let's be
No,
honest.
he needs a high trade in order to win and to lower defiance.
But yeah, I landed on
I mean, you can
4.
always change the ambition.
Yeah, I could, but
No, yes. If you fail the ambition, yes, you can change it.
Oh.
That's
I
right.
don't know that.
higher the original priest. Number 4 it was. So
It works for me.
the nervous priest makes their way from the cathedral to become official members of the palace staff. You throw a banquet after banquet. The nobles hurry to attend. You serve cheese at breakfast, lunch, afternoon, dinner, supper, and even occasional midnight snack. The Southern Cathedral becomes a culinary landmark with chefs and critics making pilgrimage to visit.
This is lovely, my dear. It feels like being back at home.
I carry on enjoying cheese more to get me
Oui, fromage.
morning and night. More. Rumors of danger.
Can you imagine Grandy's cheese and Grandy's nuts?
Your Highness, I'm afraid we learned nothing from scripture about the eclipse.
Heavens, we searched for most ancient monasteries and discovered a book describing a time when the sun went dark and the night was full of terrors.
I love some good archaeology.
Servants of the evil seventh curve broke through while darkness fell, and took possession of the one who predicted the eclipse. And now the serious question is none other than Chief Putman Fred.
Mother of mountains. But I would never let that happen. I'm not the demon.
Not yet. Your Majesty, the scripture describes how the demons will use Putman Fred to bring havoc to our realm. We must protect the kingdom. We must protect you from possession.
That is very, very true.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to execute my fellow noble. He just wasn't aware. We do have a lot of cold, holy water that the king used to have.
What are you saying?
You could sell it to Putman Fred to protect him from possession.
It's my holy
You can
water.
sell bath water.
It's my bathwater. Reverend priests of the Ninth Guard flock to the north and draw the faithful closer, hoping to ward off the eclipse demon. Even the most pagan northern peasants starts drifting to the church service. Not all the chiefs are pleased, muttering that the people shouldn't turn from the old ways. Some nobles claim that our archbishop is gathering as much power as the crown. The kingdom waits in anticipation upon the solar events. A clairvoyant visit.
Your Highness, Your Grace, Count over Zombies has been having prophetic dreams. It's true, I can part the whale betwixt now and some ways off.
Give me a prophecy then.
I look to the future and I speaks for me, no more, no less. For instance, Chief, put Matt Frit. I say it correctly?
Yeah, but you can just say Fred. Most of
Okay.
us do.
Should beware of birds for next season. And I saw a vision of Granady Graham's body floating away on the dark water.
What? By the nymph?
Sorry.
What?
The accent is so funny. Sorry.
Gothic, please continue.
Okay. Please, Your Majesty, have him foretell the future for the council. You could gain insight into great mysterious.
But not to let the grandees win, don't take this.
I mean, roleplay wise, I don't think my character would want to make another noble official council advisor
True.
because it smells like heresy.
Yeah, it smells like heresy. And while this clicks down, I will just go get on my episode.
And think like I'm playing against another players.
Stability, stability, stability. What? Oh.
What? I foresaw this. I must be confined.
He does not struggle. Let's watch. Haul him in. Haul him away. Words get around that you are not a king to be fooled.
Don't forget to change Owen's nickname to Owen II.
Do that right now.
So, does the chief want to rebel? I don't think you can lower the treasury low enough.
I'll give it another season.
Let's see. Change nickname. Owen Zombies. The second.
I think the highest I've ever reached was the 4th.
Fourth? Yeah. He had many executions at one point, probably.
Let's just say I had a rebellious face.
Let us cement my legacy first, about my heir. Should your quest for heir has finally been completed, you stand before the council holding a small child in my arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown will be passed down to... Drum rolls. Council hall filled with nervous silence. My son! The assembled nobles break out in polite applause. Applaud! By designating our heir, I have cemented my legacy and cemented the stability of the kingdom.
Your Grace, may I be the first to congratulate you upon the birth of your son. What is his name?
Mars the Second.
I'm delightful, your majesty. I am sure little Mars II will grow up to be chip of the old block.
Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill my ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the spy master. About face. Treasure!
Should I do this one with a German accent now too?
No, you don't need to.
Your Majesty, the new anti-counterfeiting coins are almost ready to roll out in the south. We have an issue, however.
What is that issue, Treasure?
The common folk now associate your face with the old, valueless coin. Perhaps we should replace your image with something else?
But my face has nothing to do with the forgery.
Right, telling the common folks that, Your Majesty. If a coin has your face on it, they call it Mars folly and refuse to accept it as a legal tender.
Yes, Beatrice.
Not to worry, Your Highness. I know who could shudder this burden. Why don't you put Ray's face on the coin? I know you have your differences, but Ray is a notable public figure in the South, and also of the same lineage as your children and your wife.
Generic image of majestic lion. What?
I am not replacing my face with race.
No, Govik. He has vetoed the option B.
Sorry.
The treasurers.
No!
Show your chest.
I didn't see that.
It would be funny. It would be so funny, but
I mean, it is a council vote.
No! Always the same.
Majestic Lion. Yes! With the new anti-counterfeiting coins are rolled out, the sovereign merchants are delighted, but a few confused peasants decide that the actual lion must now occupy the throne.
You have now become the Lion King.
I am the Lion King, Simba.
Eater of cheese.
No, not too much. We don't want it copyrighted. We don't want Disney on my ass. To your surprise, this meets with the general approval. About time we had a strong ruler, the commanders mutter. When they see you in person, they are inevitably disappointed. The rumors of your lion in nature refuse to die away. Some nobles start jokingly call you the lion, which isn't too bad, as the nickname goes, even if it's ironic.
Sorry.
Contested wreck.
In opportunity, your greatness, a Gulf ship sank last week just off our coast. I request permission to salvage the wreckage. Gulf vessels are always full of valuable things.
Wait, attendez. It might be off your coast, but it's in our waters, by the nymph. In fact, it's closer to our city of Saranza than any of yours.
But you ceded those waters years ago in exchange for a chest of silver. You were having money problems. Your greatness, esteemed council, don't let this liar fool you.
I will agree with the chief on this one.
I will just let you guys do this. What will our Gothic friend do?
I really don't know what's the best for me or the East. Really.
Don't think it has too much. Like, get some valve to the chiefs. So you will leave the wreck alone. But we will salvage the ship.
What? But it's in our waters. But okay.
Move over. The council's word is final, isn't it?
Oh. The operation goes ahead and yields great bounty for the thieves. Spices from Atar Shalish pearls and that strange music box that sends everyone to sleep. And we end the season. Go all forth, get more things for low prices. Guys also need some more trade. It's looking at
Yeah, if we lower trade, it will give us some more time. But I don't see a cathedral, so I'm disappointed.
B.
yeah, I think you have built maximum of cathedrals. $100 on a theater. How can this be? You want to trade up? Right? No. Go. You lover the trade? What thieves?
Oh,
So Gohan has
I
graciously.
misspelled it.
You misspelled it.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, we've won it, yeah.
I mean, I have the most money, and my children and and your wife, your children and your
Yeah.
wife are of my lineage. So
And you even gave the chiefs thieves.
They wanted it. I funded it more. My wealth is your wealth, my liege.
Very good, very good. Heretical discovery.
Your esteemed highness, I bring troubling news.
Someone took the knife name in vain again.
Not quite, your highness. A group of individuals in the East are meeting in secret to preach heretical teachings and engage in rituals. They are adherent to the cult of the Undivided. They believe the nymph god did not destroy the elf deepest gods, but is in fact all of them joined together in unholy union. Pure sacrilege! Regrettably, I require the council permission to launch a proper investigation. Otherwise, my inquisitors would have destroyed the cult before it had the chance to spread.
I can't do this because... Why can't I do this?
Authority is too low.
Fuck. I hold a vote on the matter. And I will call for a little bit of unity. Unite!
As always.
Always when it lowers faith. Gothic is like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. That is perfect. That is what the counts would do, though.
No! 5? What?
The High Inquisitors and their followers are swift as they are ruthless. Within a month, the affected corpse of the heretic hang from the battlements of Byasankov, the town where the cult had begun. The eclipse. In the capital, the solar eclipse. There's a little to attempt to make the day a little grey, but in the north, there's a different story.
Your greatness, I hardly escaped alive. Please, you must help us.
You look awfully familiar.
I have my father's eyes. I carry them around with me in this little mason jar. What happened to him was terrible.
Let's see here.
As the sun went dark, he changed into a monstrous demon creature, a reptile as tall as a building. He bit the heads off his servant, and more demons erupted from their corpses. We fled to our lodges for safety, and the god speakers burned sacred herbs to ward off the beast. Priests and god speakers joined forces to pray to anyone who'll listen, but they grow weary. They can't last forever.
What the hell?
By a nymph, just as I feared. We are forsaken. What if they spread across the kingdom? Burn them all!
They are as faith, how much as faith as you guys.
I have to live with demons.
Oh, no, 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 no,
I've
no,
never
no.
seen that one. I've never seen that one, to be honest. I'm kind of intrigued.
I am intrigued too. You guys decide. I won't do anything for this.
I need to roleplay it, sorry. But yeah, I felt like we were all agreed to have a majority.
We will learn to live with the demons.
We are getting closer to a Warhammer setting with high faith and demons.
People of the North are horrified by Council's decision. Unfortunately, there's not much learning to be done with these beasts, and even less living. Oh, my stability. The demons rage through the North, slaughtering all they can find, trying to find peasants, turn to protect charms, dark ritual, keep themselves safe. Tragically, Chief Putbifad the second is killed and feasts upon when he returns. I will change your name again.
Will I be able to outdie my previous record today?
I don't know.
How much deaths did you get?
Wait, why didn't it save? Yes, I'm using this magical device to fix his roll. Eventually, the demons retreat back to the Seven Hells, but it will be a long time before the North recovers. I had such a prosperous realm. Grandees, you must help the North.
Yes, yes.
My ambition.
I was always on the north side.
At the
since
start
I
of
forgave you.
at the start of my spy master.
The Spy Master is gone.
Spy master Gothic.
May I do it? Okay. She's a female?
Yeah, but you can roleplay her as whatever you want, but
At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the architect of your new gold age. But so far you have not convinced anyone. The kingdom trade is still lecturous, your majesty. Golden age? More like bronze or maybe even copper. Pathetic. Your current ambition is working out for you. If you want to stop the noble from overthrowing you, you need to pivot, change your image. The other advisors have some ideas.
We should crush these disloyal nobles, smash their armies, and force them to submit. Your Majesty, if you help us spread the zeal of the Ninth Gods, the Church will lend our full support. With the backing of the Church, the nobles wouldn't dare move against you.
The common folk are sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid to wake. If you become beloved by the peasants, the nobles won't dare overthrow you for fear of revolution.
Here's another idea. Declare war on the Ashmedian Empire. The nobles will forget their schemes if you win.
I've tried that 3 times. It all times have failed. And they're like military and military.
Yeah, I mean the war with Ashmead fails even if you have 3 regions with full tens in military.
But almost all fractions without chiefs have a lot of farming, so...
Well, I will be elevated by the church to the status of a living saint. I'm sure my regions won't complain about that.
A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll send word to my priests. But of course, you need to be worthy. Your priority is to raise your authority and the kingdom's overall faith as much as you can. And of course, there can't be open rebellion among the nobles.
Speaking
Oops.
of rebellions,
Well, the third son probably.
Oh no!
What a twist!
What a sticky wicket.
I will stay by your side.
Well, it's time for war then. Rebellion. At long last, the ships have reached the boiling point. You are confronted in your throne room by Chief Halla. Their tattoos seemingly to shift in the light of the razors.
The chiefs of the north will rip that false crown from your head and stomp it into the mud. We will be fighting for glory, for honor, and for Oddmund, the true king. This is a formal declaration of war. The next time we see each other will be on the battlefield.
Ouch.
Why did you do this to me, Fred? One day I will see your head on a spike, Halla.
There will be many hits on spikes before this war is over. Mine will not be among them.
Chief Halla strides from his throne room without looking back.
I didn't expect them to move so boldly, Your Majesty.
What are our chances against the rebels?
The chiefs are formidable, but not undefeatable. I hope they don't persuade any other regions to join their rebellion. That would be disastrous.
How did things get this bad?
The leader of the rebellion is Chief Putmed Fred III. As reason for the uprising, he's citing your history of pretty petty transgressions against the chiefs.
Is it too late to apologize?
It is. Now's the time for swords, not words. Words.
So this is civil war then?
That's right, Your Majesty. The kingdom is divided. There will be a lot of death and suffering before all this is over. I can't wait. I'll go dig out the trebuchets.
Sickness spreads.
Your Grace, a terrible sickness is spreading among my troops in the east.
What kind of sickness?
I have done a lot of digging, a lot of rations, and a lot of graves.
What can we do about it?
If we let the disease run its course, we have to lose a lot of soldiers. We can afford to lose. But I am not sure how much we can do. Perhaps the council can see a way forward.
Count Gothic, if we help you, will you stay by the king's side against this rebellion?
King was trying to put my people on the chain of devotion and faith. But I am loyal subject to Majesty.
Good. Do we trust him, my king?
No. We can trust him for now. If only I had the option to bribe him, it would have been better.
Then we need their troops to be healthy again.
Was thinking that a wizard will be a better option.
Ah, no. We're pretty wise. My noble can't stand the wizard and the witch.
I know how to treat this sickness, your majesty. It's a simple remedy. Garlic, wormwood, and spleen of goat. Oh, and we mustn't forget leeches. Lots of leeches. Of course, gathering enough ingredients to treat a whole army doesn't come cheap.
At great expense, you send the best doctors from Quail University out to you secure your troops. Hopefully they're worth the money. And it is.
Yes.
The doctors get to work with their leeches and bizarre concoctions. Some of your soldiers die, some survive. All in all, though, it appears to be working. You still lose plenty of troops, of course, at a time when you can at least afford to. But after a few weeks, the sickness is defeated.
It could have been much worse.
Yeah, that could have been much worse.
I know, but still.
Opening strike.
Too long have those bastards in the crownlands held us down. Too long have they called us heathens and mocked our way of life. Aye! Now is the time to take up our axes and fight back. Morgana is with us. We'll burn their churches and string up their lying priests.
Not again.
Aye!
Aye.
Now I ask you, brave chiefs of the Free North, where will we strike first? We can launch a preemptive strike against the Grandees to cripple their military capabilities.
Red.
Sorry, I was texting my girlfriend.
Oh yeah, text your girlfriend first. Don't worry.
If we suspect the Grandees may join our cause, we can call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the king's authority is low.
Will I be able to trust you though, Grandy?
Or finally, we could send off an assassin to nip this in the bud. Dishonorable, of course, but convenient.
Let's say this. If they raise our defiance, then I might change roleplay wise. But I feel like it's more fun if it's random.
Really? You don't want to fight against two factions?
The Grandees helped them a lot.
Yeah, the Grandees have
And you
their
don't have an honor guard.
goal and... Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
Thank you for meeting with me at such short notice.
The sum you offered piqued my interest.
You would Understand why the zoom is so high, though.
Oh, yes, you want me to assassinate the king. It is no trouble. I'm a child of the Viper. If you have the gold and you want a man dead, he's dead.
Eat, don't.
Tell her I said hi. End
We need to
season.
protect the king.
Yeah, no, I get this.
I really was
Oh.
on your side. But I feel like the Grandees can do a better job at keep your children secure.
Yeah, I'm gonna get burned now.
No.
Yep.
I didn't.
Another
want-
right today, Your Majesty. The watch put a stop to it, but we're fighting a losing battle. The ranks are full of skeptics asking why they follow a corrupt king. That's not all. A number of towns in the Crownlands have stopped paying their taxes and are calling for you to step down. It's done some damage to the treasury.
Can someone explain to me what the fuck is going on?
The Grandees pretty vicious remarked about your character we've designated on the throne. Unfortunately, it's working.
Lemar. All I'm hearing are list of problems and no solutions.
It's famously hard to quell unrest like this without the support of your military. Unfortunately, they are occupied at the moment.
I have a solution, Your Highness.
Everyone turns in surprise apart from the spy master who sighs.
Abdicate. It is the only way.
Couldn't you be setting someone on fire or something? Her face twisted in a very smile.
Very funny, Your Highness. The Grandees and I have been spreading the truth of your misdeeds, it's true. But the people deserve to know, and now they are understandably upset.
Disappointing.
Myself, I knew you were trouble ever since your coronation. The way you wear your crown is just completely baffling. No true servant of the nymph god would countenance the fault.
If that is what it takes to keep my head.
I'm afraid there is no alternative, because the alternative is called the guillotine.
It can't get any lower, so.
Order the Palace Watch to arrest the High Inquisitor.
And now the terror begins.
Days later, my spy master disappears. My marshal is killed in the street for the following night. Then your loyalist armies desert you in droves while the rebels draw closer to the capital. The treasurer backthens with what remained of the treasury, and soon only the chancellor is left. Baying mob roars just outside the palace gates. Should I have abdicated?
No, no, Your Majesty, don't blame yourselves. You couldn't have known. I think it's time I took my leave, however. I must prepare for the coronation.
Good luck.
And you, Your Highness.
They disappear. You're not sure how they plan to get out with the mob outside, but it's not worth worrying about that anymore. Your wife squeezes your hand tightly. It seems like you're the only two people left in the palace. Thanks for sticking by me.
I couldn't leave you, my love, especially not now.
Oh.
Oh, she's learned to love me. You both smile sadly at each other, knowing what comes next. The roaring gets louder, the commoners are broken into the council chambers, or perhaps someone left the door open? As they round the corner, you notice Grandee Ganahan at their head, directing them towards you.
A shame ending a reign like this.
Is it too late to sign the application?
Indeed, Your Majesty. The Golden Age begins with your end, so have the Nymph God ordained.
Peasants close in, pitchfork and torches raised. Hopefully the servants won't have too much trouble getting your blood off the carpet.
I have in French history, the French was captured and kept alive, and the vote to end him was very close, like 51% only. But famous phrase was kept in the history book: "A king must rule, or he must die."
Oh.
Yes, I should just have abdicated when the High Inquisitor was there also. Perforated, but well, since the Grandees won, they will read the Grandees are victorious.
Perforated by peasants with pitchforks, the last thing that King Mars ever heard was the Grandees praying over his body. The chief, led by Fred III, launched a rebellion that accomplished nothing besides distracting the king while cunning schemers took the throne. Shortly after King Mars' reign ended, the Inquisitors raided Count Owen Zombie's castles and placed him under arrest for evil magic. As he burned, he screamed the secret name of the seventh god. The Inquisition's bonfires blazed in every street of the kingdom. With heretics and dissenting voices disposed of, the Grandees crowned Reyes to rule over the ashes. The other nobles did not dare protest.
3 years.
Let's be honest, if King Reyes die, it will be King Mars II that will follow. Agreed?
True. Nobles. Well, you are the most wealthiest.
I funded almost every building.
And Fred is the poorest.
I was on your side. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
the circumstances.
Circumstances happened. And then, let's see. Don't like how they clothed Fred Reyes, but we will actually continue this one. So,
The Lion King, who ate cheese, and now his son has moved away into another kingdom in weight.
I think it is all because of that cheese.
I think it's all because of the cheese, yeah.
Anyways, I'll take my leave now.
I think it was rather because we didn't help the North with an army of demons, and then they rebelled.
Nah, can't be that, can it?
Anyways, you guys next stream.
Yeah, I will try to do next Saturday.
It was very fun.
Yes. Then we will.
And thank you, Gothic, to join us.
Also, thank you. And see you next time. I
Yes.
don't think that will be in another week because I have to work, but maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Well, if
Bye.
you before you leave, Gothic,
Hmm?
if you ever feel just like joining, just follow and see when I stream, and you can just join in.
I follow you on Twitch now.
Yeah,
You
so
can-
so you also get a notification when I stream.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's easier.
No, even some access now flow.
Yes.
Floated.
Huh.
I don't know what it means, but I hope that it's good.
I'm leaving. Have a good evening.
Have a
and
good evening. Goodbye, people.